What is going on, Sakurai clan? I wanted to mainly talk about uh something that has been on my mind since the news about Disney Plus that recently just dropped. So apparently for Disney Plus, we're gonna be getting a lot of very good classic shows, and one of those in particular is gonna be a show that I recently talked about in one of my reactions to the Nostalgia Critic, and the video may not be up anymore, but I figured why not still talk about it though. So this is an individual video, and I'm gonna be making other individual videos that are gonna be on the for shows that are gonna be on the Disney Plus in the near future. But this one in particular, I want to talk about, and that is Darkwing Duck. Now, here's the thing about this. I have been asking, begging, pleading for the show, to come back on the Disney Channel. But because I don't really watch the Disney Channel anymore, I don't even have cable in this room anymore. Um, it's not really much of a point. So there has to be some type of streaming service for Disney to have in order for me to watch that all over again. Because if not, I can just try and find old clips of Darkwing Duck that are like not really in high resolution, and that what I'm saying, that's not really like a good to see, but you're still watching it. But now that they have a streaming service, what better way than to put that show on, and that service? And by God, I was so happy when I found out that Darkwing Duck was coming on the Disney Plus, and it's gonna be dropping November 12th. For those who don't know, so let's just talk about Darkwing Duck for a minute, okay? For those of you who don't know what that show is, it's basically, a world of ducks. Everyone's a duck, and if they're not a duck, they're some type of other animal, some Disney animal or whatever. This one in particular is about this one duck who all he wanted was to be a hero, but it wasn't for the reasons that a normal hero would do it. He did it because he wanted to be famous and rich and powerful and well known throughout the city where he lives. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. The character Darkwing Duck, he actually turned me into the person that I am today. He gave me the character and the personality that I have, because look, he's egotistical. Sometimes he can be a jerk. Sometimes he can go off the walls and be selfish. He's very controlling at times. He's all over the place at times. He has these famous one-liners that he always puts out whenever he comes in. Like, it's just a laughable thing. And think about this, he shows that he's so full of himself, and he knows that he's full of himself, and he doesn't care. But in the beginning of this, he's still like this, but he meets up with this little orphan girl named Goslin. Now Goslin, I want to say, is the one child character other than Lilo that I actually adore and like. Like, she has her own personality. She's not annoying. She's not annoying at all. She's kooky. She's wacky. She's all over the place too. But in the process of this show, you'll learn that she is the one that holds Darkwing Duck down when in regards to real life, and has him show a little more compassion about some things, and makes him realize that you're still a person at the end of the day. And even though you're a hero, like, don't be so full of yourself. Like, she doesn't openly says that, but she's constantly reminding him as a little child, as his stepdaughter. Oh, and by the way, spoiler alert, he does adopt her, and they have a home, and he just raises her and deals with her and everything. She has a friend. I forget what that friend's name is, but it's like a little a little chicken geek like boy and whatnot. That's all. That's I basically he's more of like a tech whiz, and like he knows a lot about technology and everything. Um, then there's Launchpad, who basically he's his transportation service, like a sidekick, and he was on DuckTales. So while DuckTales was going on, he was also on this show too, and he has his own character too. Like in the beginning of this, he wants to be, Darkwing Duck's sidekick and all that, but because Darkwing is so full, like I said, so full of himself and wants to be the center of attention, he doesn't really, allow Launchpad to do much of anything until like a few episodes in, where he accepts Launchpad, and realizes that he does need help whenever he goes out to fight crime. Then there's like the chief that he goes to, which is this giant bear, this very giant bear, and he's constantly pissing this giant bear off because because I felt like I said, Darkwing Duck is so doggone so much so doggone selfish and so much and so self-absorbed. Like he feels as though he can handle anything, and the bear is just like, bro, if you don't just do what needs to be done and just join my team, like like that's another thing. He's constantly trying to get Darkwing Duck to join this team of heroes, because Darkwing Duck is so standalone-ish. He's like, no, I don't need that team. I got me. I'm gonna do me, man, all the day. And like eventually, like season 2 to season 3, he interacts with the team and whatnot. Who else am I forgetting? He has a lot of villains. He has a lot of villains. He has this mouse villain who's basically like an electric plug. I forget some of these villains' names, and that's the one reason why I'm so glad that they're putting this service on and putting this show on their service, because people need to know about Darkwing Duck. Okay, if they're not going to do a reboot of it like they did with DuckTales, then this is more than enough. This is more than enough. Even though I would love for them to continue it, but then again, what would you really continue? Other than to reboot it. But yeah, he has a lot of villains. He has a chicken who's like basically like he's like the Lex Luthor of this world and whatnot. He has his counterpart duck called the Nega Duck. He's basically evil. Then there's this other duck who's like Poison Ivy, but he's a boy and whatnot. Then you got it's a bunch of characters, dude. It's honestly a bunch of characters, but I can honestly say that, like, when remembering this show, it made me really think about how much I watched this show and what it really inputted on me. Like, I was so absorbed with this show, it wasn't even funny. Like, other than Spider-Man, Darkwing Duck was one of my first heroes that I looked up to, and that's crazy. Cause out of the big three for me, it's Spider-Man, Batman, and Darkwing Duck. And that's only because I watched Darkwing Duck the most out of those other two. If it wasn't Batman or Spider-Man, and it wasn't Fantastic Four, and it wasn't the Hulk at times for those two shows, it was definitely this. If it wasn't Power Rangers, it was Darkwing Duck for me. If it wasn't Beetleborgs, it was Darkwing Duck for me. So, like, yeah, like, I loved that show so much as a kid. I remember going back home whenever school was done, or we got out half the day, and I would immediately turn on the Disney Channel and see if Darkwing Duck was on. And if it wasn't, I was bummed the hell out. But if it was, I sat there and watched it till I got sick of it. And like even when they had marathons, I would watch it. When they had back-to-back episodes, I would watch it. I didn't even care if they were reruns. I just wanted to watch it. But oh man, I'm telling you, back in those days, those were the good days of the Disney Channel, and Darkwing Duck really showed that, and especially the theme song. Oh my God, look Look, YouTube, if you copyright me for putting the theme song like in the background of this, oh well, I don't care, okay? Cause ain't no way I'm gonna be making a Darkwing Duck video and not have the doggone theme in the video. What the hell? But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys do know about Darkwing Duck, I would like to hear how you felt about the show back when it was on the mainstream TV, the Disney Channel, or if you have never heard about it, are you excited to find out about Darkwing Duck? Are you excited to get Disney Plus? And if you are getting Disney Plus, will you be watching Darkwing Duck? And also, if you kind of know if they are still going to be making a reboot of Darkwing Duck, because apparently from that picture that Baraf sent me, shout out to you, Baraf, they'll be making a lot of reboots from these duck characters. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna get up out of here. Until then, this has been Master Ryo Sakurai. I love you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.